Right, hello YouTube. Right, today, well, let's think. Today I'm going to talk about the trailer bar hitch of the trailer project I did, and I'm going to talk to you about what's happened. A few months ago, while I was, I'd gone to a local supermarket. A few months ago I had the trailer on the bike, I had it loaded up, and I stopped at a set of traffic lights, and I suddenly felt the bike move forward. It moved up forward about 2 or 3 feet, and looked behind me, and the car behind me had run into my trailer. They basically run into the back of me. Now, if I hadn't had the trailer on, they would have run into the back of the bike. Now, this isn't an uncommon problem. It's actually happened to a friend of mine as well at traffic lights. She said she didn't see the trailer, which I think is rubbish, because you're supposed to be looking at the road ahead of you. Or she was looking at the traffic lights. She didn't see the trailer. All she thought she saw was a bike, and ran into the back of me. Anyway, stopped up, actually blocked the junction because I couldn't move the bike without checking that the trailer was safe, and checked it over, and it didn't seem to have any damage. The flex of the trailer had actually taken the impact. In fact, all she'd done was nudged the wheel itself. So it seemed okay, it seemed strong, and so I carried on, checked it over, tightened things up, and carried on. Anyway, a few months down the line, I was coming out of work, and the back end caused a diesel spill. Now, there'd been tractors going up and down that road all day, so obviously it was a diesel spill. My back end kicked out. Now, strangely enough, with a trailer, it actually acts as a stabiliser. If the back end kicks out, there's a little bit of drag on the trailer, it stops you kicking out more. If I hadn't had the trailer, I would have actually probably gone over. So I was quite lucky there. Problem was, there was this wobble. The trailer was telling me something, that through the bike, that there was a problem. So I got it home and looked at it, and quite literally, if you can show you this, quite literally, it was bent like that. And I mean, it was bent. So obviously, the impact from the accident, from that accident, had weakened the metal, and the diesel spill had split it, and it split it on this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix it. So that's this project. It's Trailer Bar Project 1, and I'm going to show you how to do it, how I'm going to do it. So I'll give you an idea. I've also got an idea on how to strengthen the hitch bar, the hitch bar, and show you how I'm going to do it. So anyway, I'll show you now. Right, here we are. As you can see, this is the project, and I've got to basically weld this bit here. Now, that wouldn't be a problem, but I'm thinking the amount of stress that's going through the bar itself, this bit, and you've got you've got this little lever on this little bit here. Do you want to really trust a weld? And I've gone, no, you don't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen up the bar by putting another bar inside. So basically that'll go in there. Now, it's only just a little bit too big, and I could basically grind down the bar and thin it out and then slide it in, but I don't really want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a groove right down here, just pinch it a little bit and then slide it in, and it should just slide in, and I'll put it to about there and get as far out as possible with the rest of the bar. And once that's welded in, that'll be a pretty strong point. But I've also thought I need to strengthen that anyway, just on the safe side. And I had some chain in my garage, but there wasn't enough of it, so I went out and I bought some more chain. I'm going to weld that to here. I haven't figured out how I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put it out to about here. So effectively I've got a nice little triangle there, and I've got something extra to help strengthen the bar. Now, I haven't figured out how to do that yet, but effectively that should do the job. But also, I could have put a bar there, and I thought, well, a bar look funny. It just won't look right because you'll see this bit. And I thought, chain will do it, and it'll also be a feature because you'll see it. It'll be a feature, so it'll look good too. But with each little bit, once I weld it on there, I taut it out and I put little tack welds along the chain just to strengthen it up. And once it's in place, it's in place. It's job done, and should be fairly easy as well. So there we go. That's the project. That's what I'm going to be doing now. I've already started with a little bit of cleaning, like I've cleaned up edges and things like that, and I've cleaned up the internals because I've welded here. There was a little bit of weld bubbling. I say bubbling. There's a little bit of pocket of weld that I've just cleaned up inside as well. If you can see there, if you can see there, I've cleaned up on the inside as well. So effectively, it should work. But hey, putting it all in position actually shouldn't be a problem, because this will straighten this out, which is good, which is to the original. But it also, with the way I built it flat like this. So when I made this hitch bar, I built it like this, and so I know that with once it's on a flat, it will be straight, but it'll also be straight that way. It'll be straight that way, and it'll work. But hey, shall we go and get ahead of this? That's it. All done. Goodbye, YouTube.